Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm making this video today to basically as a wrap up to 2020 as the shit year it has been. If you're wondering why I haven't been posting stuff in a while, well, this video was somewhat gonna explain it, somewhat not gonna explain it, but I wanted to make this video to as a sort of memory lock, sort of, this is what happened during this year. I want to do this every year. I want to start creating like audio logs of my experiences during the year, my struggles, my challenges that I faced throughout the year, and I wanted to have it as a sort of keepsake. I don't know why I'm gonna be putting this on the internet, to be honest, but I guess it's for people to get to know me better, get people to relate to me, I guess. Even though relation is weird when coming to the internet. Like relating to one person who's like halfway across the world or whatever. It's okay. We could all be friends here on the earth, and I believe that to be possibly true. Anyway, we're gonna start with, I guess, March, January ish. About let's see. Uh, my best friend moved to Korea. No one knows about this, by the way. My best friend's in the military. He's in the Air Force. He moved to Korea, and yeah, that kind of hit me. He didn't want to play Xbox anymore, and I didn't know what to do because I kind of was relying on him to always be there with me to make me laugh, make me have fun, make me we're still like a duo together. And well, during January, during Christmas break or whatever, during my first college semester, he kind of said Xbox just wasn't cutting out for him anymore. He didn't want to play online multiplayer games when he's just gonna constantly keep lagging, and that sort of put me in a bad mood because I was already planning on doing this type of stuff to do YouTube, do Twitch streams and all that. I wanted to always have someone just in case I kind of got into a bad mood because I need people to make me feel better. Like, I think the best part about video games is that you could be with your friends, you could hang out, you could have fun, you could laugh, you could try hard all you want, you could, I don't know, get that championship, you are the winner of the Apex games kind of thing. But that sort of didn't happen, and I kind of got depressed about it because I don't have many friends as it is. He was kind of like the only person who ever stood by me in my entirety of my life, and he kind of left, and it hit me hard, and I didn't know what to do anymore during my streaming time. That's why, if you notice during my videos, I'm not like super energetic. I'm not like the greatest. I will never be the greatest quote unquote influencer on the planet, but I am trying my hardest at the end of the day, and I'm trying to make this my career the best I can. But we're gonna move past January into about March when COVID hit. Oh boy. Remember when they said 2 weeks lockdown? Yeah, no. It was like 4 months. Well, for me it was 4 months. For everyone else, they all stayed at home. Where I live in Virginia, my college decided to go back physical because they wanted everyone to get their values worth. They didn't want to be they didn't want like their money to be sort of wasted, in a sense, like they were paying to be there physically, and if we weren't being there physically, we kind of lost money, and our school also lost their president, the Jerry Falwell. We lost him because of the allegations and stuff he was in. And that kind of it didn't hit us really. It made us really. It didn't really change anything really. Nothing's really changed on my campus besides the fact that we can't go in other people's dorms. We can't hang out residentially and all that, like physically, like what is it, 6 or less people together, right? Yeah, I think that's the rule now. But that didn't happen. And I couldn't kind of get the same kind of hangout with my friends from college at the time in the same sort of sense. but I wanted to do streaming and stuff to hang out with them again. But we'll get into that. But let's see. We'll skip to summer, cause summer was also a good time of year. I was just vibing in my house most of the time because I couldn't really get a job because I don't have experience. I don't have the intellect, the brain capacity to be handling all those kind of things. Like task management to me is very hard. Time management, I'm very good at time management, but not very good at task management. If you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like I can't work at a register because my brain cannot physically function as it is. Because whenever I watch the people at the registers, I always just wonder how do they do it? Like how do they just keep everything together? How do they keep their cool and all that? How do they like know which buttons to press? And my brain just can't do that. And I sat here, I was wondering, well, I could do streaming for a bit. I wasn't gonna make any money from it. I was hoping I would, but I didn't have any friends to support me at the time, and they didn't really want to help me. And that threw me into a bit of a depressing rage. And I didn't lose my motivation for streaming. I still want to stream. It's that like if I'm gonna put in my time to stream, I expect at least someone to say hi, you know? When I say, "Hey, I want to do this thing." Chat, do you think I want to do this thing? I want someone to say yes or no or something like that, right? But no one ever came around, and none of my friends really helped me out. And that also really took a toll on me. And yeah, that's summer wrapped up. We go to fall, where our school reopened physically. We couldn't hang out in our dorms. There were really no events going on. The only events that would happen is like movie night on the lawn, but you had to be separated. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to sit separated. And with I think you had to wear a mask. I didn't go to one because not only did I not want to get contaminated with it, but it was just a matter of, safety over fun, which I probably should not have done, but I did anyway. And I still worked on streaming while I was at college, admittedly, when I shouldn't have done that. I should have been focusing on my studies and not what my future and what I think my future entails. Because admittedly, I actually I don't want to sound like I'm entitled or anything, but ever since I was a child, I really felt like there was this call towards doing this sort of thing, and that it's not that I want to be loved by people. It's more it's like a clown, you know? It's like their sole job is to entertain the audience, right? Like I think streaming is the same sort of sense like that. Like I really believe that my whole entire purpose is to just be a clown, get laughed at, be laughing with people, cuz that to me is probably the most fun I will have in my life. That is where I believe I am going. And with college and stuff, I really should have just said no streaming in college, but I got so bored. I didn't have many classes last semester. I only had like 4, really. And even then I worked ahead, and during the entire week I had nothing. I had literally nothing to do. All I had was anime, anime, YouTube, and I guess streaming. But again, during that time, no one really watched me, and I got bummed out about it. I got depressed. Like I told people, I told everyone in my dorm that I did it. I told them to please support me, and that got me a bit depressed. And then we got home during our Christmas break, and I again was somewhat depressed. How do I say this? I was having a bit of struggles with my friend group that I was in because here's the thing. What I believe friends are is they shouldn't have to make a separate group, you know? They shouldn't have to make a separate group chat, you know? They keep telling me like, "Oh, we only make the group chat because we wanted, I don't know, to have certain things in there," but it's at the same time it's like, "Why?" It's like, "Why?" You know? Like we were supposed to be buddies. I'm interested in what you're interested in. Why do you have to hide that behind my back or your back? Or is it my back or your back? I don't know. My brain is physically not functioning. I'm recording this on January 1st, 9:58 p.m. when I should have done it what yesterday? Should have done it yesterday or 2 days ago. But anyway, I it's just like we're friends, right? We don't have to do this. But I was consulting with one of them, and I started going to the gym. I started going to the gym with him, and admittedly, I love it. I love going to the gym. The gym is a lot of fun. It's a great way to stay the way you are, stay mentally okay, and admittedly, I loved it. I love the gym. I love working out, and I've been spending time to. I've physically put down my own time to go to the gym to get healthier, because that is the best way for me to be okay. Like, admittedly, if I don't go to the gym, something is wrong. If I don't work out at least an hour a day, something is wrong. And I've really just become like a big sack of depression. Really, I've never showed the physical signs of it, but I was really depressed. I was lacking motivation to do anything. I was lacking motivation to put time in anything, because if we're gonna be friends, we might as well just support each other, get to know a lot about each other. But my friends never cared. They just had things behind their. They always hid things behind their back. They always did things behind my back, and I love them to bits, but I can't keep doing this. So I decided to leave them. I didn't tell them. I just left, because there really is no reason to be doing that sort of thing. Just making a whole separate group chat to hide things behind your back. And I can't keep living this way. I can't. I actually need people in my life who actually love me and care for me, who actually support me through the things that I want to be. And I just left. I'm probably not going to speak to them ever again. I'm not going to ever meet them in person again. I'm just going to, if I see them, I'm just going to walk away. I can't. I've had that happen too many times to me. I've had people make group chats behind my back because they just don't, they just all want to be, I guess, concise. They want to be better thems or something like that. I don't know. They want to just hide. And if you're not willing to be my friend by just keeping everything open and keeping everything fair, then we can't be friends. I'm sorry. We just can't. And that really hurt. And I've taken time off of streaming since the past month to not only finish finals, but to get myself straight, to work out more, to live more, to make my final decision on what I'm doing. And I figured it out. This is it. This is what I want to do. I've also taken up editing for people, and that also kind of took a toll on me, on my time, which I shouldn't do. I'm editing for 2 people. I'm editing for DGD, Ghosto, and what he does Spark. It's a VR game, and he wants me. It's not professional, or I'm sorry, it is professional, but it's not official. Like it's not going to be esports, like Rainbow Six Siege up there, stuff like that. Like it's a small competitive sport that I thought might as well, right? Because I don't have a job. I'm at home. I'm scared on what's happening with my money because I'm spending it very, very poorly. I need to get better. I shouldn't have to buy gifts for people who are just going behind my back. I can't keep buying gifts for people who are just going behind my back. I need a job, and admittedly trying to get one now is hard, but good news, we have a vaccine, and I'm happy for that. But the only problem is that I don't know how I'm going to acquire a job. I've been thinking about working at Planet Fitness, but I don't know what you need for that. No. But anyway, I wanted to leave this by saying I am gonna come back to streaming soon. I just don't know when. Hopefully it'll be during my college semester, hopefully not. But I do plan on coming back, and during the summers I'm just gonna work, cause if I'm gonna put in time, I might as well be getting my time. Thank you very much for listening to my rambling on about 2020. Have a great day.